Welcome back. Let's talk about individual stock sectors, themes that you should keep on your radar. And one of them is going to be India's defense sector. That's set to get a boost. The White House has given an in-principle approval to General Electric to jointly produce fighter jet engines with India's Hindustan Aeronautics, HAL. With this, the final modalities of the deal are being worked out. Parikshit is here with the details. Parikshit.
Well, yes, this will be a mega defense deal that will be announced when Prime Minister Modi visits the United States for a state visit. And this kind of collaboration is really unprecedented because this kind of a technology transfer has not happened between US and any ally for that matter. So having said that, an in-principle agreement has been reached by both sides. What is significant to note that in 2012, GE and HAL had signed an agreement on collaborating and co-producing jet engines. But the government was not happy with the terms of the agreement, especially related to technology transfer. We wanted greater technology transfer. We now are given to believe by our sources that the terms are now agreeable to the Indian government, and this deal is much better than what had been agreed upon in 2012, and a substantial amount of technology transfer will happen to HAL. When it comes to the site for engine manufacturing, well, an engine unit is already functional in Koraput, Odisha by HAL, and it is possible that this could be one of the locations for co-production. The technology transfer is likely to happen in phases according to reports, and the modalities of the agreements, the payments, the timings of transfer, all of that are being worked on. We believe that the Indian private sector, especially the MSMEs, will significantly gain from it. According to sources, at least 600 MSMEs could benefit from orders that HAL could give as a result of this deal.
Thanks a lot for that, Parikshit. Well, let's focus on a couple of other names. Then Vivek joins us to tell us about Torrent Power, GMR Airports, as well as EIL. Morning, Vivek.
Well, good morning. A few stocks on the radar. First on the list, Torrent Power, important development for the company. They've gone ahead and signed a memorandum of understanding with the Maharashtra government. Now, this is for 3 pump storage hydro projects, and the projects would actually entail an investment of close to 27,000 crore, and the capacity of the project is almost 5,700 megawatts, and it would mark the entry of the Torrent Power Group into the storage solution space. Important to note, this point of time it's just an MOU, so we'll wait out for once the letter of awards do come in. But watch out for this particular name; it's an important development. Also, keep an eye out for GMR Airports Infra. A subsidiary of the company, that is GMR Hyderabad, has gone ahead and divested a warehouse facility located at Hyderabad Airport at an enterprise value of close to 188 crore. Also keep an eye out for Engineers India Limited. There's been a couple of order wins that the company has got from both JSPL as well as NALCO. Worth of the orders at this point of time is around 21 crore rupees.
Okay, thanks very much for that, Vivek. Now, the general insurance data came out. This is the monthly update. Yash is with us. Yash, hi, good morning. Seems like the one company which shined was ICICI Lombard.
Well, that's correct. Overall, the data for the industry has been very strong in the month of May. ICICI Lombard has managed to outperform the industry growth. The company in the month of May has grown its premium by about 21% on a year-on-year basis. For the 2 months of the current financial year, the growth has been strong again in both those 2 months. So put together, it's a growth of about 18%. New India Assurance, last financial year was a little weak for the company. The company seems to be finding its feet again. So in May, the premium is up 18%. Underperforming the industry, but it's still better from what it performed last financial year. For the first 2 months of FY24, the premium is again up about 8%. Star Health Insurance, the whole strategy for the company from moving from group to retail seems to be stabilizing, and the traction for the premium growth seems to be coming back. So in the month of May, Star Health has managed to grow at about 16% on a year-on-year basis. For the first 2 months of FY24, the company has grown its premium by about 20% on a year-on-year basis, but still underperforming the standalone health insurance industry.
Thank you very much for that. For more stocks in the news, Vivek is back with us. Vivek.
Well, some more stocks to keep on your radar. Bank of Maharashtra, the company has gone ahead and updated the exchanges, on the issue price as far as the QIP is concerned. So they've announced the closure of the 1,000 crore QIP. It was a successful fundraise. Issue price is set at 28.5 rupees a share. And some of the key participants were LIC, Aditya Birla Sun Life Insurance, as well as Bajaj Allianz General Insurance Company. Watch out for a couple of stocks on the back of bulk deals that happened yesterday. Gravita India, promoter Rajat Agarwal, who held almost 47.8% stake at the end of the March quarter, paired almost 1.8% stake via block deal yesterday. Jupiter India Fund bought almost 10 lakh shares in that particular block deal. IFB Industries, expect some positivity here. Society General bought almost 3 lakh shares in the company yesterday at 800 rupees a share.
Okay, all right. Thanks a lot for that, Vivek. Well, let's do a quick recap then of all the stocks that we just covered for you. Stocks with positive news flow include HAL, Torrent Power, your GMR Airports, Engineers India, ICICI Lombard, New India Assurance, Star Health, Bank of Maharashtra, and IFB Industries. Well, Gravita could be reacting to the news flow that the promoter sold some stake in yesterday's session. That's about the equity markets. But let's get you an update in terms of what's going on in the commodities space. Manisha Gupta joins us as always to tell us exactly that. Morning, Manisha.
Morning, Nigel. Thank you for that. Well, we are looking at the metal prices holding firm. The gold has gained ahead of the U.S. Fed meeting only because there is now a 79% probability of a pause in rate hikes on June 14. But before that, on June 13th, you have the U.S. Consumer inflation numbers as well coming in. So that promises to be a very eventful week there. Metal prices also are moving away from their multi-month lows. We have seen copper extend rebound from its 6-month lows. Much of the negative news market believes has been factored in now, while of course there is escalation in the Russia-Ukraine war, and that could continue to weigh on to many of these markets. But the individual fundamentals are now coming in play, with the street believing that the metal prices perhaps have made bottom for the very near term. Also, a word on the crude oil prices, where we have seen some decline in the Asian markets right now, but it definitely is trading off its lows. While the Saudi Arabia cuts are going to be huge, the other OPEC countries could actually be increasing their production, especially the UAE, Russia, Nigeria, and Algeria, and that is what is keeping the prices in check here. The street will watch out for the Chinese trade data. That is one number that would give you direction for the next 24 hours.
All right, Manisha, thanks very much for that. Just a quick look at what Asia is doing this morning. So I think Hang Seng is the only one which is really up about 1.25%. Some of the mainland Chinese markets are flat, absolutely flat. Kospi is up about 1/3%. The Indonesian market is flat, not very much at all. And US futures are, again, not showing very much by way of traction. The action, of course, in the US was not in the Dow, the S&P, or the Nasdaq, but it was in the broader indices like the Russell, etc. SGX up on your screen, indicating a flattish kind of start. 23, 24 odd points is what we have, with still more than 30 minutes to go for the pre-open session. Devin Choksi is with us of KR Choksi. We'll talk specific stocks and what he makes of the market. We'll also have the management of Man Infra Construction joining in to talk about their next luxury residential project in Mumbai and the business outlook as they see it. Stay with us.